A few days ago, England walked onto the pitch with one goal in mind: win, survive, and keep the World Cup dream alive. What followed was more than just another victory. Their hard-fought win over Norway showed something that every remaining team in the tournament would have noticed. England did not panic. They stayed composed, trusted each other, and found a way to win when the pressure was at its highest. And that may have changed everything. For years, England has been called a talented team that struggled to deliver on the biggest stage. Every tournament seemed to end with the same question: what went wrong this time? But this World Cup feels different. This squad looks more confident. The players believe in themselves. They are defending with discipline, creating chances against strong opponents, and showing the kind of mentality that successful champions often have. Now imagine you are one of the teams still left in the tournament. Would you really want to face Harry Kane, one of the world's most reliable goal scorers? Would you feel comfortable trying to stop Jude Bellingham, a midfielder who keeps stepping up in the biggest moments? And what about the quality waiting on England's bench, ready to change the game at any time? Suddenly, England is no longer just another contender. They are becoming a team that nobody wants to play. So, has England finally found the missing piece that has kept them away from World Cup glory for decades? Are we watching the rise of a team capable of going all the way? Or is there still one challenge that could stop this incredible journey? In this video, we'll break down exactly why England has become one of the most dangerous teams in the tournament, what has changed behind the scenes, and why football fans around the world are starting to believe that something special could be about to happen. Before we begin, if you enjoy football documentaries backed by facts and in-depth analysis, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next upload. Now, let's discover why the rest of the football world should be paying very close attention to England right now. England's victory over Norway did more than secure a place in the next stage of the tournament. It changed the way people are looking at this team. For the first time in a long time, England is not being praised only because of the talented players in the squad. They are earning respect because of the way they are performing when the pressure is at its highest. That is one of the biggest differences between this World Cup and previous tournaments. In the past, England often arrived with great expectations. The squad was always filled with world-class names. But when they faced the toughest moments, something seemed to be missing. Sometimes it was a single mistake. Sometimes it was a lack of confidence. And sometimes they simply came up against a better team. This time, however, the feeling is different. Against Norway, England showed patience instead of panic. Even when the match became difficult, the players stayed focused on their game plan. They did not rush their decisions or lose belief. Instead, they continued working together until they found the breakthrough. That kind of mentality is often what separates good teams from genuine World Cup contenders. Another reason for England's improvement is the balance throughout the squad. Harry Kane continues to provide leadership and experience in attack. Jude Bellingham has become one of the team's most influential players, capable of controlling the tempo and making an impact in crucial moments. Around them, players like Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, and Declan Rice bring creativity, energy, and composure, giving England quality in every area of the pitch. Perhaps the most encouraging sign is that this team does not depend on just one player. If one footballer has a quiet game, another is ready to step forward. That makes England far more difficult to predict and much harder to stop. Of course, becoming genuine contenders does not mean the job is finished. The toughest matches are still ahead, and every remaining team has the quality to punish even the smallest mistake. But based on what England has shown so far, they have given the football world a reason to take them seriously. And while the players deserve plenty of credit, there is another important reason behind England's transformation. It starts with the man standing on the touchline, whose ideas have helped shape this team into one of the strongest sides left in the tournament. If England's players deserve praise for their performances, then the man on the sidelines deserves credit as well. Thomas Tuchel has brought a different mindset to this England team. and it is beginning to show in every match. Known for his tactical discipline and attention to detail, Tuchel has coached some of Europe's biggest clubs and won major trophies at the highest level. Since taking charge of England, his focus has not simply been on playing attractive football. His priority has been building a team that can adapt, stay organized, and handle the pressure of knockout football. That change has become increasingly visible during this World Cup. England looks more compact when defending, making it difficult for opponents to find space. When they win the ball back, they move forward with purpose instead of rushing attacks. Every player understands their role, whether they are pressing high, protecting the midfield, or creating chances in the final third. Perhaps the biggest improvement is the team's mentality. In previous tournaments, England sometimes struggled when matches became tense. Now, the players appear calmer, more confident, and willing to trust the game plan even in difficult moments. That patience was clear during the victory over Norway, where England stayed composed instead of letting pressure affect their decisions. Of course, no coach wins matches alone. The players still have to deliver on the pitch. But a great manager creates the environment that allows talented footballers to perform at their best. So far, Tuchel has helped build a team that looks united, disciplined, and ready for the biggest challenges. And with a squad filled with quality across every position, England has another advantage that could make them even more dangerous as the tournament continues. A great manager can create a strong system, but no system works without the right players. That is another reason England has become such a dangerous team in this World Cup. Wherever you look across the pitch, there is quality, experience, and competition for places. Very few national teams can match the depth that England has built. Let's start with the attack. Harry Kane remains one of the most complete forwards in world football. He is not only a goal scorer, but also a player who creates chances for others. His movement, passing, and leadership make him the focal point of England's attack, even when he is not finding the back of the net. Behind him is a group of exciting attacking players who can change a match in an instant. Jude Bellingham brings energy, intelligence, and composure in midfield. Bukayo Saka stretches defenses with his pace and creativity, while Phil Foden has the technical ability to unlock even the most organized backline. Each player offers something different, making England's attack difficult to predict. The midfield provides another major advantage. Declan Rice gives the team balance by protecting the defense and winning back possession, allowing the more creative players the freedom to attack. That combination of defensive discipline and attacking quality makes England comfortable in different types of matches. The strength does not stop there. England's defense has looked more organized throughout the tournament, with players working together to limit opportunities for the opposition. Even when opponents create pressure, the defensive line has shown patience and discipline instead of losing its shape. Perhaps the biggest weapon England has is the depth of the squad. When fresh legs are needed, the players coming off the bench are capable of making a real impact. In a long tournament where injuries, fatigue, and extra time can decide matches, having quality substitutes can be just as important as having world-class starters. That is why England has become so difficult to prepare for. Opponents cannot focus on stopping just one player because danger can come from almost anywhere on the pitch. If one star has a quiet game, another is ready to step forward and make the difference. This balance is what separates good teams from genuine title contenders. And if England continues to perform with this level of quality across the entire squad, every remaining opponent will know they are facing one of the strongest teams left in the tournament. After everything England has shown in this tournament, one question remains: can anyone actually stop them? The simple answer is yes. No team is unbeatable in a FIFA World Cup. One mistake, one moment of brilliance, or one unexpected twist can change an entire tournament. That is what makes the World Cup so unpredictable. However, England has become a team that every opponent must prepare for very carefully. They have experience through players like Harry Kane, who understands how to handle the pressure of major matches. They have energy and creativity through Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, and Phil Foden. In midfield, Declan Rice provides balance, while the defense has shown greater organization throughout the competition. Together, these qualities make England a difficult side to break down. But the biggest challenges could still be ahead. If England faces teams like Argentina, Spain, or France, every match would be a true test. These nations also have world-class players, experienced coaches, and a history of performing on football's biggest stage. Against opponents of that level, small details often decide who moves forward. That is why England cannot afford to lose focus. Every remaining team has earned its place, and underestimating anyone could end the dream immediately. Still, based on what we have seen so far, England has every reason to believe they can compete with any nation left in the tournament. They are playing with confidence, showing tactical discipline, and finding solutions in difficult situations. Those are qualities shared by many successful World Cup champions. Now the challenge is simple, but incredibly difficult. England must prove that they can continue performing at this level when the stakes become even higher. If they can, this generation may finally have the opportunity to achieve something that English football has been waiting for since 1966. After everything England has achieved in this tournament, one final question remains. Is this finally the generation that will be remembered forever? For decades, England has produced world-class players. From David Beckham and Steven Gerrard to Frank Lampard and Wayne Rooney, every generation carried the hope of bringing the World Cup back home. Yet despite all that talent, the ultimate prize always slipped away. This team now has a chance to change that story. Harry Kane brings experience, leadership, and a proven record of delivering goals in important matches. Jude Bellingham has emerged as one of the world's brightest young stars, showing maturity far beyond his years. Alongside them, players like Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Declan Rice, and the rest of the squad have created a balanced team capable of competing with anyone. What makes this generation different is not only the quality of the players, it is their mentality. Throughout this tournament, England has stayed composed under pressure, trusted its game plan, and continued fighting even when matches became difficult. Those are qualities that every successful World Cup champion needs. Of course, football history is not written before the final whistle. England still has to overcome the toughest challenges ahead, and every remaining opponent has the ability to end the dream. That is why nothing can be taken for granted. But if this team manages to lift the World Cup, everything will change. They will no longer be remembered as a talented group with great potential. They will become the generation that achieved what no England team has managed since 1966. Their names would be spoken alongside Bobby Moore, Geoff Hurst, and the heroes who made history nearly 60 years ago. Whether that moment arrives or not, one thing is already clear. This England squad has restored belief across the country and reminded the football world that the Three Lions are once again among the game's elite. As we reach the end of this video, let's go back to the question we asked at the very beginning. Should the rest of the football world really be terrified of England right now? Based on everything we have seen in this tournament, that question is no longer as easy to answer as it once was. England has shown resilience, tactical discipline, quality across the pitch, and the confidence to perform in the biggest moments. Their victory over Norway was not just another result. It was a reminder that this team has the character to fight until the very end. Of course, the World Cup is the toughest competition in football. Every remaining nation has earned its place, and one difficult match can change everything. England has not won the trophy yet, and there are still major challenges ahead. That is why no outcome should ever be taken for granted. But one thing is certain, England is no longer a team that opponents can overlook. Whether they face Argentina, Spain, France, or any other top nation, they have already proved that they belong among the strongest teams left in the tournament. Now the biggest question remains. Can England finish the job and bring the World Cup home for the first time since 1966? Or will another football giant stand in their way? We'd love to hear what you think. Do you believe England will become world champions? Or is there another team you think will lift the trophy? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this football documentary, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future videos. And if you know someone who loves football as much as you do, share this video with your friends and keep the discussion going. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next football documentary.